edition of View. Please welcome our very special guest co-host, who actually could be the next First Lady of the United States of America, Michelle Obama.
I have to be greeted properly. Fist bump, please.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I mean, what does this... I'm sorry, what did that mean? Like, should I be worried about doing that with you?
The thing that...
It's a terrorist attack.
It is now my signature bump, but let me tell you, I'm not that hip. I got this from the young staff. That's the new high five.
Yes.
It's the fist bump.
It's the fist bump.
I thought it was for germ freaks, like Howie Mandel.
No, that's the
Let's
elbow.
make deal or no deal.
No, they give the elbow.
Should be really happy that it's not like the chest bump. Can you imagine? Ow!
Ow, that hurt.
Come on. I couldn't even lift him up to do it. Listen, we have, as you can imagine, a million questions for you. So let's just jump right in. Barbara, you had the really first question.
Well, I have the first question because it just so happens that on the front page of the New York Times, it says, today's... I'm going to read it from here, and it says, headlines, after attacks, Michelle Obama looks for a new introduction. And it claims that you are co-hosting on The View today to, quote, with an eye towards softening your reputation.
Well,
okay.
what do you think?
So I was going to go through a whole long thing about your service to the country and your background and your family, but instead I'm going to read what they're saying. So in addition to the New York Times, last month's Time magazine had a cover story titled, Will Michelle Obama Hurt Barack in November? Which highlighted the quote that's been repeated again and again and again. You know, for the first time in my adult life, I am really proud of my country. So what is your answer to all of these attacks?
Well, I take them in stride. It's a part of this process. We're not new to politics, but just let me tell you, of course I'm proud of my country. Nowhere but in America could my story be possible. I mean, I'm a girl who grew up...
Tell people a little bit of this story.
I'm a girl that grew up on the south side of Chicago. My father was a working class guy who worked a shift all his life. And because of his hard work, he sent not just me, but my brother to Princeton.
Who's now the coach.
He's now the coach of Oregon State. Go Beavers. But, I tell people, just imagine the pride that my parents, who didn't go to college, felt. That they could, through their own hard work and sacrifice, have us achieve things that they could never imagine. So I am proud of my country, without a doubt. I think when I talked about it in my speech, what I was talking about was having a pride in the political process. People are just engaged in this election in a way that we haven't seen in a long time, and I think everybody has agreed with that people are focused.
They're coming out.
They're coming out.
Yeah.
But, Michelle, why do you think it is? I mean, we hear that the Republicans are going to, attack you and this. What do you think it is that is causing this controversy or these attacks?
Well,
does it just go with the territory?
I think it's a little bit of that. I think, in this media age where the internet is so pervasive and there's 24-hour newscasts, it's sort of like I fill up some space, right? I think that's a part of it. I also think it's competition. That's what politics at some point has become, and I think everybody's a little sick of that. People are kind of tired of the tit for tat and the who did what to who.
They even have us today. I mean, articles are out there today saying that, Michelle Obama, Elizabeth Hasselbeck are going to face off on The View, and fireworks are going to be, there's going to be no fist bumps, just the gloves are on. And I think that it's partly, in fact, that it's women having the discussion. And there are women that may not disagree. They've done it to us for years when we disagree, that we must be enemies because we politically disagree. And I think that that's unfortunate. In a lot of the time, I think they have you in sort of this negative role. They see Barack Obama, Senator, he has been very positive, and then they say Michelle Obama is about more of the problems. How do you guys think that differently, or do you?
No, I mean, we don't, there is so much of this, my role in my campaign, that's me. I think maybe the challenge that I have, to the extent that it's a strength or weakness, is that I wear my heart on my sleeve, just like all of you guys. And at some level, when you put your heart out there, there's a level of passion that you feel, and it's a risk that you take.
Of course.
But one of the things I'm counting on is that people will see through it.
Yeah.
You know, that the more they get to know me, they get to know our family, that it'll become clear who I am and what I care about. So I don't worry about it.
Yes. I wanted to clear up that quote, because one of the things that's happened with that quote is it has been a very important word, even for me, because I'd never seen the original of the quote. Can we run it right quick? Because I think it has a different feel once you hear it.
For the first time in my adult lifetime, I'm really proud of my country.
For the first time, I'm really proud. This is not the first time you're proud of your country. This is the first time you're really proud. So I just wanted to point that out.
I read that way.
Yeah. Well, we like to see it because.
Well, but what has been reported has never been really. It's always been taken out. This is the first time I'm proud of my country.
Laura Bush actually came out and said that, the media went and ran with that, and it's unfortunate. She knows the spot that you could be in.
You know, I was touched by it. And actually, I sent her a note. It took me a while to write it. It's like, how do I address her?
Like, Dear Laura? Did you write Dear Laura?
I said, Dear Madam First Lady. So I don't want to talk about it because she might not have it yet.
That must be going through the regular post office.
I'm sure it is. It'll get there in November.